When people come to me and ask about starting a newsletter, one of the biggest issues they have is they just don't know if it's worth their time because they don't know if they're going to be able to make money. But after studying hundreds of different newsletters and looking at the range of ways that you can make money from a newsletter, this is not something that you need to worry about. What's going to stop you making money is the fact that you're not providing enough value or you're not consistent enough. But what I want to do in this video is give you 5 ways that you can make money with your newsletter. 5 overarching themes that we see when we look at different newsletters. And therefore, you can go through this list and you can consider where you want to start. Now, a couple of things I want you to bear in mind when you think about monetization. First of all, the way that you monetize your newsletter can and will change. So you're not going to do all of these at once. And just because you start with one at the beginning of your newsletter does not mean you have to carry on with one of these methods. Equally, you could not do one of these when you start your newsletter and then have them coming in later. So the first one I want to talk to you about is affiliate marketing. For those of you who don't know, affiliate marketing, very simply, is where you join an affiliate program for a software and you promote it in your newsletter. So to give you an example, Beehive, we are an affiliate for Beehive and we give you guys 20% off. Okay, now Beehive only do a discounted offer once a year. They do it on some Cyber Monday, and they give you 20% off Beehive. However, if you use our link that's in the description of our videos, you will get 20% off. That's on their paid plan. You can click through and start their free trial through our link, and then you'll still qualify for the 20%. And what we get on the back end is for the first 12 months, Beehive pay us a commission because you signed up with our link. And you could sign up with anybody else's link, but that's how affiliate marketing works. So because we promote relevant products, Beehive is a newsletter platform, and we talk about newsletters here on the channel. We get a commission, doesn't actually cost you anything more. You actually save money because using our link, you save 20%. And you save 20% using other people who also promote Beehive as well. All that happens is you get a unique tracking link. So we signed up to Beehive, took about 30 seconds. We got a unique link and we promote that down in the description of our YouTube channel. And anyone that clicks on it and then ends up signing up for Beehive on any of their paid plans, we get a monthly commission for 12 months. Okay, sometimes you get lifetime commissions. Other softwares like Beehive just do it for a short period of time. But the nice thing about this for you, if you're brand new to online business, online marketing, that kind of thing, affiliate marketing is very easy for you to start. The second thing that you can do is you can sell digital products. Now, this is really easy for you to do with AI. If you know your industry that you're targeting for your newsletter quite well, you probably know what digital products you could create in order to be able to solve a problem for them. You could do a checklist, you could do an ebook, you could do maybe a white paper, something like that, and then you're able to sell it through your newsletter. Okay, now if you want some more guidance on how to do this, just put selling digital products into the comments under this video. We can show you a little bit how to do that. But some examples that what you could sell, you could make yourself an online course and ChatGPT could help you write that course. And then if you wanted to, you could then work with something like 11 Labs, make it an audio course. It could plan out a course for you and then you could record videos. You could create, as I mentioned, ebooks or guides. Something that I am working with clients on a lot at the moment is AI tools. And we're actually creating little mini AI tools. These could be little AI agents or workflows or just custom GPTs that solve one unique problem for our audience. And then we use that tool as either a lead magnet or a digital product. And quite often what we'll do is we'll limit it. So for example, we have something that works maybe like let's say we've got a custom GPT and it will give you 10 viral titles for your newsletter, following all the rules that you should follow. We'll then have a limit on that. So we can share it on social media. People can use that for 10, 15, 20 times, whatever. And then if they want to use it further, then there's a charge. And it might just be a couple of dollars a month, but you could charge hundreds of dollars a month. It really depends on what you've got. So digital products, again, are something, if you know your audience, you know your niche very well, you can start selling very early on. And with AI, ChatGPT, with Claude, you can also make them very quickly. If you don't really know what people are interested in, then just do some polls, ask your audience. You can put polls straight into your newsletter, ask people what they want, and find out what they need. What are their problems that they need solving? And then what you'll be able to do is create something that they actually want and need. And that's going to help you be more successful and make more sales. Now, if you have the ability to do so, then offering freelance and consulting offers is another great thing. And again, you can sell it from day one. It's as easy as setting up a Calendly link or something like that, or just telling people to send you an email and offering your service. So if you've got some freelance services, maybe for example, you are really good at putting together social media packages, you could turn that into a productized service that people could sign up for. If you want people to jump on a call with you, and that's a great one if you don't yet know what you want to sell in your newsletter, then jumping on a call with you, talking to 10 or 15 of your readers is a way for you to earn money, but also find out what their pain points are so you can create the best products for them. But you could book one-to-one sessions. You might charge, $200, $300 for an hour. But what you could do then, if you just want to talk to people really quickly, is offer a few slots once a month, maybe offer 3 slots, really cheap, 20, 30, $50, just to get people on the calls and find out what they need. But this is going to allow you to turn your expertise into revenue, and you're offering these services to your subscribers. So as long as the service you offer is in line with the value that you put in your newsletter, and then basically you're just creating a list of people that could be your ideal client. And again, if this isn't something you're comfortable offering, you could partner up with somebody. You could partner up with somebody who could offer the freelance services or the consulting in your newsletter, and then you would take a cut from that in order to bring in the leads. So you would write the newsletter, you would be able to create the digital products, put the affiliate marketing links in, and then you would split any of the money made from the freelance and from the consulting. The next one I want to talk to you about is sponsored content. Because the nice thing about sponsored content is that it can be very, very lucrative. There's several different ways that you could do it. So sponsored content is where somebody else, another business, for example, puts content into your newsletter. Now, this could be ads. Now, normally, if this was your newsletter, that people have opened up their email, then you probably want ads to your offer or service at the top. So your freelance and consulting, or to your digital products. With sponsored content, you could either swap them out at the top, or you could put their links in your original content. The best way for you to put links into your newsletter is so they just feel natural. Okay, so it just feels like they should be there. So you present a problem that somebody might have, and then the link is the ideal, perfect solution. So just part of the natural journey in your newsletter for somebody to go ahead and click on that. So it might be some kind of big banner ad at the top, which you can charge more for. It might be some smaller ads that are woven into the actual content of the newsletter. Now, the nice thing about this is brands pay for mentions. The more people you've got on your list that are opening your newsletter, the more they're going to be willing to pay. And the nice thing about this, again, is you can go out there and find your own sponsors. But with software like Beehive, if you go for the paid options, that is, they have within their platform ways for you to connect with people that will sponsor your content. Now, if you want to learn more about this, we do have a full newsletter course, and I'll leave a link down to that in the description if you want to take a look at that afterwards. But it's very, very easy for you to set up. You do have to be a paying member of Beehive, or you can just, do some cold outreach and do it yourself. And you can collaborate with companies as well. So you can take companies that align with your newsletter content and do some kind of collaboration with them in order to work together and provide great value for your audience that are reading your newsletter, and then you would get paid as part of that collaboration. Now, another way that you can make money, okay, is paid memberships. Now, I'm not a massive fan of paid newsletters, but there are different ways of having paid membership. So a paid newsletter would be you only get access to this newsletter if you are paying for it. And I'm not a massive fan of that because it's quite difficult to monetize a paid newsletter. You can do it if you have got some original content, or if you are able to bring very time sensitive, relevant information to your audience. So things to do with like stocks, shares, finances, that kind of stuff. Or you've got original thinking newsletter. Those kind of newsletters work great for paid newsletters. But for if you're putting together like a curated newsletter or something like that, then paid newsletters are not the way for you to go, in my opinion. So with paid memberships, what you can do instead is that from your newsletter, you can funnel people to some kind of private community or forum. So this might be somewhere where they get extra advice, extra help, or just access to you might be what that they are paying for. If you've got a newsletter that's putting out regular premium content, okay, then that might be something that people are paying for because they want to get early access. So for example, if you've got some kind of training that you're putting out there, then people might pay in order to get that and get early access to that, or they might pay to get exclusive content that nobody else is getting. But like I said, for me, this one is the hardest of all of these for you to do, and it will only really work under certain niches. So if you're thinking about monetizing your newsletter, then this is the order I would take it in. Get yourself set up with a newsletter from day one. Find some affiliate offers that are relevant to your audience that you can put in there. Provide value, point out a pain or problem that they have, and present the affiliate offer as the solution. Then put some polls in your newsletter, start to learn about your audience, and then figure out some products that you can sell them. These can be very cheap to start with, $7, $15, $29. And then as you find people are buying, they're interested, then you can start building out to bigger versions of these courses. But like I said, do take a look at custom GPTs, AI tools, things like that. They are very easy to make these days, and they have a much higher perceived value than an ebook or some kind of guide. While you're polling your audience, then you can also at the same time be offering freelance consulting and offers. That's just something to be in standard in your newsletter all the time. Like I said, people can just book on a Calendly link, or they can access maybe your Google Calendar, or you can just tell people to email you and then book in with people that way. And while you're running all of these and you're improving the digital offers that you're selling and you're talking to more of your audience, then as your newsletter grows, you can start reaching out and finding businesses that you can partner with in order to do sponsored content to bring in more money into your newsletter. And then if you want to, if you think it is worthwhile, then you can start offering some kind of paid newsletter option or paid membership if you feel like you've got enough value in order to be able to do that. So hopefully this will give you a really good ideas of how you can get paid with a newsletter. Watch the video on the screen now. It's the start of our 30-day course, and you'll have a much better idea of how easy it is for you to start a one-person newsletter business in 2025. We'll see you in the next one.